Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel, Urban Subnet. Today, we're going to be talking about, we're going to do another segment on the Night Cafe. So we're going to be talking about digital art on the internet and how you can create digital art with the help of an AI program. So let's go over to Night Cafe and take a look at what they have here. So what we're looking at now is a screen that shows us the explore screen. So we're exploring AI generated art, and some of this looks really good. We've been to this screen before, and you can see some of the things that folks have been doing with the AI art. So what we're going to do here is first we're going to just go to my creations here. And I've been playing with this since the last video. So I've came up with some of my own AI art creations, and I'm going to tell you, not all of them come out perfect. Like some of these here, they don't look perfect to me. So the ones that you really like, you can post or publish. Like I published this one right here, and I actually asked AI to create me an orange rose with a green stem, and this is what it produced, which doesn't really look like a rose, but it's different. So sometimes you get what you expect, and other times you don't. So let's go back to my collection here and my creations, and here's another one that I published, which is a white rose. And what it is when you go to create, I'll show you how you get some of these exotic looking backgrounds and colors in your designs. I've noticed one thing about the Night Cafe, it kind of throws in this other image here. I don't know why, I've been seeing that in a lot of them. There is a chat room here where you can go and talk to other folks about how they've created such beautiful artwork. But let's go over to create real quick. And you have these different methods here. So you have these different methods of creating your art. So stable is the most popular one that they say everybody uses. Then you got this DALL-E 2, which is an OpenAI DALL-E 2 program. You had the coherent program, artistic, and style transfer. Now this is the old image, or this is the what I might say the first way of producing this art, but there's other ways to do it as well. So let's just click on stable here, and then you have to type in your prompt of what you want to create. So we're going to just type in let's type in Northern Lights. Northern Lights, and then you can add modifiers. So if you click on add modifier, you get to add these different modifiers. Now this SDLX, that's what I was trying to say earlier. They have a newer version of the creator. So the SDLX seems to be the newer version of it. We're on the old version right now. But let's say Northern Lights, and we want our Northern Lights to have a, let's say a dark fantasy type modifier to it. So now what happens is when you click the modifier, it adds text to your prompt. So we typed in Northern Lights. Now this adds actually Northern Lights, a manuscript, and then it goes on to add some other stuff, dark fantasy concept. They have a person's name here, Greg Rukowski, and it just adds some prompt to your prompt. It adds more text to your prompt. So now when you finish with that, actually, if you don't want to go, you can actually remove that. And they say you don't want to go with the dark fantasy. Like, okay, Northern Lights, that's a joyful thing. People enjoy seeing those. So you could go with a more enjoyable modifier as well. So let's say we go with, let's do the heavenly one. Northern Lights should be heavenly. So when you add this other modifier, you see it says Northern Lights, heavenly, sunshine, beams, divine light. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out sunshine and we're going to replace that with nighttime. Okay. And then focus. We don't want to have wholly in the clouds. Let's go in the night sky. I don't know what we're going to get here, but we're going to see what it puts out for us. So let's go ahead and correct my fat finger typos here. And we're going to click done. And then you can go down here, and if you don't want to use credits for everything you do, you can make some changes on the settings here. So we're going to go with one image. Instead of 4 images, we're going to go with 1 image. And it says the overall prompt weight. How much should the final image match the prompt? Careful, too much can overcook your image. But 50% gives, I noticed, some odd results. So we're going to go with, we want it to match the prompt at least 80%. So we're going to go there. And then I also go down here and you can have a runtime. You can add credits to make more of a runtime. And I think that would produce a better image. And sometimes it doesn't. I tried that. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So we have the output resolution is thumbnail. Now, what I wanted to see as well is, okay, so I like to do the widescreen, so it has aspect ratio. So I'm going to go widescreen for mine. And everything else we're going to keep the same at the default settings. And then we're going to click create. And here is what it created for us. And it looks like the Northern Lights. There are trees there. It is a nighttime. It's a night sky version. It has these lines in here. That would be something that I would want to remove or try to get out of it. And then it shows you what it would look like in a print if you wanted to buy a print of this particular image. But we don't want to do that. We're just playing around right now, just making some adjustments. So let's go back to our, and we don't want to publish it, and we don't want to spend any credits to enhance it or evolve it anymore. So let's go back to create. Let's see, we were on, all right, we're in the standard one. So we did Northern Lights. So this time let's do sun rays. And then we're going to add a modifier. And let's go with epic sun rays. And then it says, it adds text, epic, cinematic, brilliant, stunning, intricate, meticulously detailed, dramatic, atmospheric. Okay, so this looks pretty good for sun ray. So we're going to keep that there. And then we're going to go down and we're going to take our aspect ratio. We're going to make that widescreen. Overall prompt weight, I like to go at least 80%. So let's go 80% here. There we go. And then we're going to do 1 image because 1 image is 0 credits. If you do 4 images, that's 1 credit. The runtime, we're going to keep that at the default. Now you could add more runtime. If I make it a medium runtime, that's 1 credit. All right. So it says higher prompt weight may require long runtime. Otherwise, short is usually enough. So it says short is usually enough, but let's give it a try. So it says down here to create my image is going to cost me 1 credit. So we click create. And it's running up here now. So sun rays, epic, cinematic, brilliant, stunning. So this is what it created. There is some sun, but it looks like it's more of a foggy type background, maybe near the water. Looks like there's water there. So what you can do is if you want to make your image more bigger and clearer, you click enhance. So let's go ahead and spend 1 credit to enhance our image. And that's going to take a moment. It's going to run. It'll take a moment to enhance. And this is what it looks like once it's enhanced. So we have a building over here. We do have some sun coming from that direction. It looks like either mountains or some kind of exotic sky. Remember, this is AI art. So this is what the computer thinks our image would look like. The sun rays in an epic, cinematic, brilliant, stunning, intricate background. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to actually save this one, and we're going to add it to our collection, where you go add to collection. And I got a collection, I named it beginner, and I'm just going to add it there. And you can also publish it. So if you publish it, it tells you to give it a title. So I usually just put what I first put in, sun rays, and you can buy a link for it. You could tag it to other users or other things like Instagram, I believe, is one of them. And you can put even more of a description if you like. So what I do is I just click save and publish. And now it says it's done. And you get a link right here. So you could copy this link out, which we're going to do now. And we're going to click done. All right. So if I go to a browser here and I paste in that link, I get my photo or my AI art. So anyway, I could talk forever. I could go on this page and stay here for hours. I've bought over 700 and some credits. I've used quite a bit of them, just experimenting and getting to learn the program. But if you really want to get into AI art, if you want to start an essay page, or maybe even just print up a few for your office or your home, this is just a great way to get started. So I'm going to cut the video off at this point. I just wanted to give you a second go round with Night Cafe. I think it's a great AI program, and I do believe it will help a lot of people explore their creativity. I want to thank you for viewing, and have a good day.